Morning, everyone. It is 8:28 on this Monday morning. It's a very short week. We have no market Thursday, of course. We'll have a quiet market on Wednesday from about noon on, and Friday is a half day. So, what are we looking at? Not a lot. Right now, the Dow is down 32. NASDAQ is down 8. S&P is down 3. It was actually substantially higher, but I'll get to that in a second. Asia is up. Europe is mixed. Okay, so the news around um, AI. And it was actually big news. It occurred Friday after the close. Was that Sam Altman, founder of AI, um, was let go by his board for, quote, not being candid with them all the time. Um, Microsoft had made, they're the biggest investor. Microsoft had made um, a new high, as it has almost every week for the last several. And it came down, it was already down $6 before the news hit. It ended up down about $9. But lo and behold, there was more news over the weekend that Altman is moving over to Microsoft. He's been hired there. The stock got as high as 379. So that 379 would have been up about $10 right now. And by the way, it was also as low as 359. So it's a huge range line today. Right now, it's kind of in the middle. It's actually a little bit further towards the high end, 371.90 up 205. So 359 and change to 379 and change, currently up $2 at 371.95 right now. This is kind of interesting. Microsoft is going to do their own work on it, but they've also come out and said that they remain fully committed to Openai. Okay, Uber doing a bond deal. Street doesn't like it, although the stock has been up very strongly of late. Made a new recovery high on Friday. And right now it's 53.10. That's down $1.34 or 2.46. Deloitte says that the average spender on Black Friday is going to be $567. That's interesting when looked at through the prism of what Fidelity says. And what Fidelity says is that they're seeing a huge rise in people tapping their retirement accounts for housing and medical bills. I think that those are really the only two areas that you're allowed to take from. Um, so it may be labeled that, but who knows what it's actually going to be. Um, you know, you keep hearing about the consumer, the consumer, the consumer. Um, Banks are saying they're healthy and there's plenty of money sitting on the sidelines. Credit card companies say differently. Auto defaults and delinquencies are usually higher. They started up about 4 months ago, and that should be a problem when you consider that some of those deals were very overpriced cars because of the demand during COVID. And a lot of the newer cars are financed for as long as 7 years. So I guess that's going to turn out to be a problem, but we'll see. The grains are basically unchanged with the exception of soybeans. I had a kind of a long note in this week's letter about them. They are the only one of the grains that has had the kind of rise that you would expect from a bottom. OPEC says they're considering more production cuts, and crude has bounced back as it has repeatedly from that 70 to $72 area. Give you a look at that. Let's look at it on, we had 5 weeks in a row down. We got right into that 70. I believe this is 72 and change. Let's just see. Yep, 72.37. Let's go to a daily and show you what it really looks like. Daily, just look at the last 6 months. Bottom end of the channel on Thursday, reversal on Friday, continuation today. The problem is this light green line is the 200-day moving average. So we'll have to see. But it also puts us pretty much right back on the upper end of this channel. On the other hand, we have this double bottom in the relative strength, and looks like we have some room that we can run there. We have a slight turn up in the MACD. We go sideways a couple of more days or sideways to slightly higher. That will cross to the upside. Okay, that's about it, folks. Again, it's going to be kind of a quiet, short week, I expect. Dow now down 32, S&P down 3.5, and the Nasdaq remains down about $6. So really not much of anything. All right, folks, have a good week. Be careful out there.